go to questions first? You want to start? So, you want to say something first?
Yeah, I'll say something. You know, first of all, give Georgia credit. Georgia played well. You know, I thought early on, you know, it wasn't really what they did. We missed some layups, and then they were able to get out. They hit threes, different things. We kind of put ourselves in the hole. You know, a lot of self-inflicted things, but at the same time, too. Again, like I said, you got to give them credit because they did make shots when they needed to. We watched a couple assignments. And, you know, I mean, after the first 10 minutes, we never really could find our way. You know, and you're trying to find a rhythm and different things, but you know, we just never found it. You know, I felt Georgia, you know, kept us off balance. You know, pretty much. You know, from about 10-minute mark on, and it was just hard to find a rhythm. You know, so give them credit.
Questions? Kelly?
Damon, it seemed like the 6 missed layups in the first half were pretty big and not getting any free throw attempts, and it just seemed like they were more physical in the post than you were. Was that kind of your observation of it?
I mean, somewhat, but you know, when you get opportunities, I say it, you know, all the time, Kelly. To me, like our margin of error is this small. It don't matter. Like I said, whether we play Georgia, UMass low, we have a margin of error to win and lose the game, and we just can't leave points on the board like that. You know, and so at some point it's going to bite you in games like this. And, you know, the lack of free throw shooting, lack thereof, you know, we do got to be aggressive, and that's one of the things we talked about early on. But, you know, it's something where we just got to grow from it. Hopefully we do.
Chad?
Did they do anything different defensively? Throw anything at you that you weren't expecting?
You know, I mean, they switched some, you know, but we got to do a better job of attacking this, which I always say is you can look at numbers. I've been doing this a long time. Just because a big man switches on the guard doesn't mean that you score. You know, you can go and you can create something, but you know, we got to do a better job. I just thought we didn't pass each other. I don't think that the numbers, 15 assists, it doesn't reflect the game. When the game was on, when it was the meat and potatoes of the game, that's not what it looked like. And so we got to get better from that standpoint of passing the ball to each other. Because when we were passing the ball and it was moving, okay, we were scoring, you know, but when we weren't, it didn't look right.
On the right over there.
You kind of mentioned it, but I think it was until 5 minutes left in the first half, you guys it was a single possession game, and then from that on, you guys drew a single digit game, you trailed by double digits the rest of it. How typical is it to be just playing from behind so the entire game?
It's real difficult, and you know, when you're a team that's learning each other, trying to do different things and figure it out, you know, if you're down 9-10 points, I mean, you got to look at it as it's 4-possession game because there's no 10, 11, 12-point play. And so that's where we got to get better. We kept compounding a mistake with a mistake. You can't allow Georgia, they get a bucket, then we come up and we no pass shot. You know, one pass shot. Like you can't do that on the road. That's like a turnover. And we're coming down, we're playing defense 15, 20 seconds, and then we're making them play defense for 4. Like it just kills you.
Yes.
Hey, Coach, about 7.5 minutes left to go in the game. I guess you guys run a 9-0 run. Come out of time, and Blue King hits that 3-pointer. I mean, y'all were going down by 14 at the time. How big was that shot by Blue?
It was real big because we watched the switch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so the thing about it is we got to be tougher in those moments, you know, and that's, you know, that's something that collectively, you know, we'll work on to get better. But of course, I mean, you know, we get that stop and then we come down and get a score and then we put a little more pressure. We never applied pressure on them. The game was never in doubt. Like, you know what I mean? You're playing to get better, but the game was never in doubt. We never were able to get in single digits to put pressure on them, you know, to see if there was still something there.
Kelly?
I guess how frustrating is it? You've seen how well your team can play at times, and then to see a little bit of a regression tonight with just the overall team basketball on both ends of the court.
I don't know if it was a regression, but let's be honest.
When your A game,
Yeah, I would say this because I played basketball. Some teams are good at home and some teams not good at home. Right now, we're not good on the road. We got to get better. You know, when you play on the road, you can't do the same thing and play the same way that you played at home. again, you can't take those same shots because sometimes you make bad shots at home. Come on the road, you take a bad shot, now you're going back playing defense. That you compound the mistakes with a mistake. That's where we gotta get better. There has to be a sense of urgency when you're on the road. At the moment you get to Athens, Georgia, and you get off the bus, like that's when you start putting your mind on the game. You can't come to the game and then put your mind on it. And so for me, when I look at it, when you beat 2 top 25 teams last week, you gotta understand it's a bullseye on your back. Like you're on the scouting report. Like you're not gonna be able to do those same things. And I think our guys have to understand that. Other teams watch film too. You know what I mean? So we'll get better, but that's the realities of it right now. But we'll go back and get ready for Saturday.
Any other questions for Miles?
Yeah, Miles, I mean, being a veteran on this team, what do you tell the guys next couple days of practice, get your mind right? Get back.
I mean, we kind of just got to get back to the drawing board. I mean, we just got to come in ready to work in practice and then watch the film and see how we can get better and move on from there.
Kelly?
You and Wasey seemed pretty intent on trying to get the team back into the game and trying to go. Was it like trying to push your other teammates there? Were you guys trying to push them to make the run to come back? You guys got close, but just couldn't pull within single digits.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just a team effort. I mean, we knew we were down and we knew we needed a couple stops and a couple runs to get on. So we were just trying to rally the team and to put ourselves in a good position to try to win the game.
Is there another one?
Yeah, Miles, I know you're not shooting with the efficiency you'd like to at this point. Is it a little frustrating that it hasn't kind of broke open yet for you?
No, I mean, for sure. I mean, of course, anytime you're not making a lot of shots, it kind of frustrating. But the thing with me is I have a short-term memory when it comes to that. I know how I play. I know I can shoot the ball. So we got to get back in the gym, keep shooting those same shots, and they're going to fall eventually.
One more? Good.